Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Kuon with FrozenFoxy, this year's Halloween special. Last time we left off, we had just finished the Yin phase, and we're about to start the Yang phase. For those of you who know a lot about this game, you probably know I've been holding back on a lot of things. There's huge spoilers in this game, and a lot of stuff that we're glossing over. I'm hoping to go over a bit of that in the Yang phase, so we'll see how that works. Anyway, let's get started.
ここがショーナゴンの屋敷か。
4人も呼ばれるなど珍しいな。頼親殿が姿を消し、もう一月。その間、屋敷を訪れ、戻った者はおらぬと聞きます。
まあな。されどどうということもあるまい。たかが毛量、王子様の技にかなうものではない。
お師様。
昨夜か。何用だ。
こたびの任、藤原頼親殿に関わるものとか。かの屋敷は都の陰陽師たちも手を焼く毛量どもの住みか。我らのみでは。
主は我が陰陽の技を受け継いだ者、生命のあの都の青鬼祭の弟子でもあるまいに、何も恐れることなどあるまい。
昨夜、おい昨夜、兄弟子たちはとうに行ってしまわれたぞ。さあ我らもいざ。
So as we're starting here, we're getting thrown into a whole lot of stuff that's going on in this story that we didn't get to hear from Utsuki's perspective. For example, they're talking about astrologers not being able to banish the demons right off the bat, and astrologers is not quite the right word for the people in these golden yellow costumes here. They're actually called omyoji, which is basically every astrologer in the game that is trying to banish these demons, but more than just being astrologers, they're practitioners of divination, luck, magic, time, and even direction. Because going the wrong direction, as we've seen in this game, can be bad luck. It actually causes tempest walls to be hit. And that's a real thing that was in Japan, where they practice this kind of divination as something called onmyodo, which is literally the path of yin and yang, and we're on the yang phase right now. This was all happening during a period of time in Japan called the Heian period. So interesting stuff. Look into it if you want to know more. I'm not going to explain all of it because there's huge amounts of information on all of this that really just goes over tons and tons of stuff. Anyway, let's go and actually play the game and check out what's going on after that brief explanation of some interesting stuff that has been glossed over in this game.
兄弟子たちはとうに行ってしまわれたぞ。
Are they now? Okay, well, that's cool with me. I don't really like this equipment setup, so I'm definitely going to change that. Now, instead of a knife, we start out with a fan here, which is the Domon's fan. It is a ceremonial fan given to Sakuya by the Domon. Or Domon is actually his name. The fan is more powerful than the dagger, However, it is a little bit more difficult to use in the long run because you actually have to time your attacks. Whereas the dagger, you can just kind of mash the button and you will be able to do both attacks. However, if I just mash the button here, this is all I get. Just this. And sometimes I'll get that. That's the secondary attack, but you have to kind of hit at the very end of her fan swing to actually get that second swing there. Otherwise, you're getting nothing. Much more powerful, however, a lot slower than the dagger, which makes it a little bit more complicated to use in the long run. And we got a scroll of survival here. We actually read this already. I'm going to try and skip scrolls that we have read. Some of the scrolls will overlap between each of the playthroughs of the yin and the yang phase here. However, there are some scrolls, or the majority of the scrolls actually, that are completely different. Alright, we have a Tempest here, which is what I was talking about with the directions. Anyway. Now I can try to do my second move, however, one, it is very slow compared to how fast this Gaki moves, and two, the Gaki usually gets hit back far enough that he will not be touched by the second hit of the fan. So it's usually just easier to wait and swing it a second time rather than trying to do both of your moves like this. It's a very interesting playstyle that you have to use with Sakuya. It's very different. And we'll go ahead and meditate here.
Demons and all evil spirits.
Now, because Sakuya is actually trained, she knows words to say and can meditate a lot faster than Utsuki. Not only that, but she is far more hardy than Utsuki since she's trained. Therefore, she can take a lot more damage than Utsuki ever could. Ooh, laggy. Really laggy. Alright, doesn't really seem to be anything over here. So as you can see, we're starting at a completely different side of the manor by coming over here, and there's going to be a lot of differences. In fact, there's going to be things that will happen that seem to disprove things that happened in the story, but I'll get to that later on. Something is written in blood. It looks like a woman's writing. The flute makes beautiful sounds. La la la. Yeah, okay. What the hell was that? So, unlike Utsuki, we actually got to see some writing about the flute sounds. I don't think that writing is in Utsuki's phase. I could be wrong, and I could have just missed it, but I don't think it is there. Got a scrap of cloth. Writings on a scrap of cloth by a servant. The manor and Lord Fujiwara are doomed, but his daughter must be saved. I saw Lady Fujiwara at the temple. I wonder how she is now. Now, Fujiwara is actually a ruling clan that was during the Heian period. So, big kind of thing to have in this game is to have that clan, because they literally controlled a lot of this, how you dealt with spirits and demons and so forth. So this is hugely steeped in Japanese mythology, and I highly recommend you read up on it if you have no idea what I'm talking about, because there's some really interesting stuff going on in this game that's not really explained directly. I'll try not to run too much because there is far more tempests in Sakuya's playthrough. There's just stuff to run into everywhere. What we got going here? The wall is covered in blood. Looks like something is written. My blood! My blood! What fun, what fun. It's not creepy at all. Seal Venus has been placed on the door, and we do not have any seals. So, something that is of interest with our equipment here is we do not have any of the summon cards outside of the spider here. Not at all. So somehow we're giving summon cards to Utsuki that we do not have on hand, and we will not be picking those up, as far as I recall.
見ろ。1の封がされている。扉の封の解き方はわかるな？封にあった血布を当ててやればよい。封印は血布と対になっておる。違う数の血布では封を解くことはできぬぞ。まあ、そなたならば言わずとも分かっておろうがな。持っておけ。たまには兄弟子らしいこともせねばな。
So this is the first time that we actually learned that these two are related here. Other than that, throughout this entire game, you would never have any idea that these two are related. There's no rapport or anything between the two besides this. Now you'll certainly start to see a lot of the same seals are around here, and in such a way that it seems like some of the seals had to be removed by Sakuya rather than removed by Utsuki. So it's kind of strange. Possible that someone else is setting up these seals as we're moving through here, and so Utsuki came through at a completely different time. It's a little bit difficult to wrap your head around the timeline of everything that's happening in this game.
先に行け。屋敷の調べ始まったばかりである。先に行け。
Alright, nothing else to hear there. There's someone on top of that building. We got the twins, we got someone with really long hair. I don't know what's going on here. I don't think that's Kuriha though, because Kuriha's hair is a little bit shorter. Guess I don't need to meditate.